Hello everybody, this is L4V5, your host, and welcome back. This is real quick, before I get back onto the game. I'd like to apologize for the weird recording things, bars at the sides of the screen. I'll see if I can fix those, and I hope they're fixed by the time this goes out. But if not, sorry about that as well. I believe that the resolution is only at 720p. That's going to be fixed for later episodes, so just keep that in mind. Just saying that. So now let's get on to the your regularly scheduled video. Thank you. Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris. I am L4V5, your host as always, and we are the Livitian Core of Newbs. In the eons since the first primitive Livitian communities took shape on the windy planet of Livitia, our civilization has spread and prospered. As our technology progressed to a level that allowed for instantaneous communications, our inefficient nation-states emerged together to form a true democracy, with every citizen having a say in important decisions. Now, and after the successful creation of several experimental subspace fields, the finest minds in the Livitian Core of Newbs have finished development of the first warp drives. The stars themselves are finally within our grasp. Begin. So, there's a lot of information. Let's go through it one by one. 1. This is the year, the star date, because star dates. This is the speed. Down here we have different names. These are different planets. I'm not going to get into that sheet yet. Planets, military force, science force, building force. Simple. Here's the same thing. Planets, military fleets, civilian ships. It says so right above it. Construction and science. Now down here is a thing that says this is our nation, and this is the galaxy map. Now M or E, I'm going to be using the WASD keys with Q and E. E will bring us out here, and Q will jump to a specific ship. So it's just something that you'll see. Up here is our government screen. With our government, this is our leader, our one lady, Shunblor. She's charismatic. So edicts, which are things that we do that modify things, are last longer and are cheaper. Nice. And resilient. She just lasts longer. Nice. That's also really nice. Budget. This is how much we're spending. I don't normally go on the screen that much. Policies. I think we should check everything. Migration. Resettlement. Migration. You're free. No slavery. Defensive wars. We'll leave it at defensive because we're pacifists. Voting rights, just the primary species, just because we don't have anyone else. Leadership, first contact, we're peaceful. Now these are some edicts. And demographics, we have only a happiness buff. And we're all Livitian, like we are all the same species right now. One planet, same species. Here we have our empire, where it shows our planets. Livitia, with our governor, Hurgehe, and all our people. This is the space station thing. Leaders, all our actual leaders who are existing. 1 governor, as you saw, and then 4 scientists. 3 are working on science, and 1 is on a science ship. Real quickly right there. I haven't gotten to that yet. Then after that we have factions. So sometimes your people don't like what you're doing, and especially when you get a more diverse empire. People start creating factions, and they want certain things to happen. And they're gonna raise up their voices to make it happen. And so these are the different factions that you're going to have to deal with. And since we're all same people, we're all loyalists. There is no difference in opinions. Next we have contacts. It's really simple right now. There's 1 empire, us. 1 species, us. Empire shows like their status, opinions of us. Do they like us? Do they not? Who's more powerful? What alliance they're in, etc., etc. Next we have ship designer. We only have 4 ships. A corvette, our basic fighting ship. And it has mass drivers, as I said before. warp drives, combat computers, chemical thrusters, mounted radar systems, and then some reactors, construction ships, science ships, and transport ships. So these are for military whatnots. Situation log. Victory types is domination and conquest. So that we just own 40%. So whether it be an alliance or anything, these are going to be the long-term goals. This game takes forever. Situation log, if there's stuff that comes up, it'll pop up in here. You'll see soon. Finally, what these blips are pointing to: science, physics, society, engineering. Now you're wondering, some of these have 12 and some of these have 2. This has 2 because this person doesn't have the spark of genius trait, which these 2 have, which gives them extra research speed. So these are researching faster because it's plus 12%. Now, what are they researching faster relative to? I'm actually going to get to these numbers right now. Science, physics, society, and engineering. My favorite. So these are the basic gain that you have each turn, each tick, which is every month, so it happens on the 1st. There's 30 days in a month. Simple. And that is added, and these gain a little bonus of that. So 5, 12%. I don't want to do math. I don't know. So, research. We have 3 different options right now. We could get solar panels, fusion reactors, or deflectors. Now, I think we should get the solar panel network because we can put that on our space station. It's a module for the space station that gives us extra energy. Now, what is energy? So I'm going to click that. Well, energy is one of the 3 other resources we have. We have energy, we have minerals, and we have influence. Now, energy is just gained. All buildings take energy to maintain. That's about all they do. That's about all energy is for. It's just maintenance. It's not like money. It's more maintenance stuff. It's powering things. But minerals is what you use to build everything else. Every ship has a mineral cost. They have maintenance as well, as you can see, and all mining stations have a mineral cost that you have to build, so it's kind of a plus and minus. Influence is political clout, as it says right there. You can enact edicts. You needed to recruit leaders, etc., etc. All sorts of things you need influence for. Like, they're also societally. Now, these 3 things, you must be wondering, what in the world do these last like? Things. Strategic resources, so there might be space pets or space dust, electronic space dust, or space energy rocks. I don't know. They're listed under here. If they're not one of these 3 things, they're listed here. Now, this is directly controlled colonized systems. Now, these are where I was talking about the core sector planets. As of right now, I can only directly control 5 planets. Otherwise, I can, or 5 systems. I don't know how that works yet, but otherwise, after that, I have to create subsectors. Now, those subsectors will pay me a tax, but I don't control them directly. They're free to do whatever they want. Lastly, naval capacity, how many ships you can have. If you have more than 12 ships right now, you get a penalty. Simple enough. Now let's finish off the science before I move on here. Colonies. Every game I've played, New World's Protocol is always one of the first ones, and I'm going to take it. You get a colony ship and an edict capacity overload. You get extra energy. Now that colony ship's going to be useful. And of course, engineering, my personal favorite. We can get armor, engineering facilities, or defense platforms. Defense platforms are space platforms that defend you. Engineering facilities are an upgrade to the basic research facility, which is where you get your science, and they add a bit of they just add more science, like more engineering research. And armor. I think I want to take the armor because armor is good. Now there's that out of the way. Finally, here's our military fleet. I'm going to press this Q and zoom in. There's our 3 Corvettes that are going to chill out here for a while. They're not that powerful, as you can see there by the little power. They're just kind of okay. A construction ship. This guy's the guy who's going to build all our buildings in space. And our science ship. This has one of our scientists. He's going to live longer because he's resilient. And he's going to be doing the science things. So the other 2 guys, the military fleet and the construction ship, don't have anything to do right now. The science ship does. I'm going to right click here and survey this entire system. So that means he's going to go through and look at everything and see, hey, is there anything the construction ship can take advantage of? Now I'm going to play it by pressing space, and he's going to get going, as you can see. Now while that's going, it's a real-time strategy game. That's really cool. 4x real-time. Let's look at our homeworld of Livitia. Now let's see. Here's our governor. These are our resources, population, how much food, etc., etc. We can look at the surface. These are tile blockers. We can't do things here. And this is our little capital. And these are our little population dudes. And this shows what they have, like what each spot makes, like gives our people. So this is minerals, this is energy, this is society research, physics research, and where's the engineering. These are tile blockers. We can't do things like build anything. Oh, well, that's surprising. Let's pause the game real quick. Anomaly. Our first finds on Yerg Sacromin point towards more interesting discoveries made on the surface. A 30% failure risk. Ooh. Let's do it. So now our scientist is going to, if we click on them, they're going to go and do that anomaly right now, and we'll see what comes up. Hopefully something good now. That's the situation. Oh, it's not in there. Back to this. You can build all sorts of things. If I build something here, though, like a hydroponics farm, which gives me food, it's going to say, hey, it's going to suppress my mineral gain, so I don't want to do that. I want to put the hydroponics farm here, so that the food buffs up the food. Whoa. That's everything at once. Encounter in Kosk. Encountered some form of alien vessels. They've been tagged as Alpha of Aliens until we can learn more about them. Interesting. So this is where the special projects, and it did not take, no, it didn't take long. It took, what, 3 days of being in space? Actually, 3 months. No? Yes? I don't know. 17 days? 17 days. Somewhat understandable and only, okay, interesting. So this is where we go to the log and we can investigate these aliens and try to see if we can make contact. Let's do that. Here we have some armies defending our surface and our spaceport. This is where we can build all our ships, as well as we get that module slot for that. Now, you'll see that it's like busy with special project. Yes, so the special project investigating the alpha aliens takes up our society research. We don't research society stuff while that happens. So let's see. Also, this is the sector of the planet we're in. This is where we are in the universe. Our little located in a remote part of Yerg Sacromin, the science team of the Lit Yehum Udaman has found an out-of-place metallic tablet. It contains basic information about a distant system using illustrations and what appears to be a periodic table. Science. Science officer Grulich has been able to use the information to deduce location of potential resources. So where is it? That is down there. Okay, so there's some resources. So you'll see here. There's some Weeping Ghost Nebula. Cool. Yeah, so that's cool. So now we know a bit of stuff about there, and that's an anomaly. Otherwise, we just kind of, at the moment, we watch this with the surface and go, should we clear something? Yeah, I'll clear some more food, and that'll be queued up. So we don't really do much right now. So I'm going to speed it up to fast, just to kind of keep things going. Actually, let's pause it. I forgot to do something. I forgot to build another science ship. So let's take 100 resources and build another science ship so that we can explore all these nearby star systems. And this dot is what we can, our scanner range. Construction ship, we don't see any resources popping up yet. So our construction ship has nothing to do. Of course, right here we have our little science ship, how long it's going to be. And I can just kind of look at this and go, oh, look, it's going to take forever.
Complete.
Oh, yay. So let's kind of take that down a little. And we have a new science ship. Now, this science ship can't do anything, the Yehem, because it has no scientist. So we're going to go to scientists and recruit a new one. Now let's look at these. He researches military theory better. No, not good. Anomaly discovery chance plus 10%. Now that's good. Research computing. They've gained a level. That's nice. So let's get this guy and stick him on the science ship so that we find more anomalies. Now, he doesn't need to be in this home system.
Complete.
Oh, wow. Everything's happening right now. So, the entities encountered, so that means our special project finish, are spaceborne life forms. Space amoeba. Cool. Following an analysis gross misreading of initial sensor output, the creature is in fact larger than the average Livitian corvette. Despite its apparent orderliness, further study is warranted. We can remotely monitor and its kin from Livitia. So we can study them, or we can kill them. Well, we're pacifists, and we're also materialists. We're scientists. We'll study them.
Situation log updated.
And now we can do a little observation thing and research. But that'll put it on hold. Now, again, this science ship has nothing to do. So let's go and survey this system. So he's going to go, he's going to fly off to the edge and jump to that next system. Now, actually, our other science ship has found some stuff for a construction ship to do. So there's some 3 energy on this gas giant. So let's build a little mining station. Oh, that's more important to me. There's 3 minerals here. So let's actually build a mining station there, and he's going to go and build that. Our science ship is, so that'll up our mineral production. Our science ship is going, and this science ship is still going around our system. This is a pretty big system. Now he's going to go, or she. I don't know. And there they go, and there. Oh, now this is a bit slower than other types of travel. Obviously, hyperspace would be quick. Wormhole would be a bit slower, but different. And there they go. Off a little, winding down. Warp drives have to wind down a little before you move. And then we just kind of bring it back up faster and let everything kind of go. So on this
project complete.
Space Amoebas. The nickname became popular after the story of how it came to be found its way back to Livitia, are solitary animals when left to their own devices. All but the youngest specimens are accompanied by quasi-intelligent organisms dubbed flagella, seemingly spawned by the amoeba and programmed through liquid RNA-laced secretions to do the bidding of the host. Initially assumed to be young space amoeba, the flagella do not seem to factor in any reproductive mechanics. Each individual flagellum instead operating solely as a disconnected limb for its host amoeba. These flagella are capable of manipulating and even attacking objects in an impressive yet restricted range around the host, periodically returning to lodge inside the host amoeba's body for reprogramming. Fascinating. Oh, flagellating movement modifier added, so giving the following effects. So our evasion just...
Construction complete.
That's great. So let's kind of slow down again. So our surface now has finished its stuff, and also our science is actually working because we're not doing a special project right now. Cool. Let's see. What else can we do? We could build another... No, we don't. We don't have enough resources. We gotta wait till the end of the month. In this construction ship, as we can do by pressing Q, is still building his little mineral mining facility. So we won't get a lot for a little while. That sucks. But what can you do? And we continue to wait. Nothing of interest here, and we can only build with our construction ship within this purple bubble of influence. Now, to expand that bubble, we need to build things called frontier outposts. They're little things around the sun, or we actually just expand and colonize. Alright, so we just finished our mining facility. As you can see, it went up a little, our little production. Let's see how much it is to get that energy, because our energy is kind of going. It's 90. Wow. It's expensive. So let's think. We could build another farm, or we could save up and get that energy. Well, I think because of the speed that this population is growing, that it's going to take a while. So we're going to have time to build more farms. Like, we're not strapped for, oh my gosh, I got to fill all these spots with population. No, we have time. So let's save up a little for that. Our science ship here still has a bit of stuff to check out. And this one does as well. Not as much,
Anomaly
though.
found.
There's another anomaly. By chance, we stumbled upon a faint alien signal during the survey of this moon. The source appears to be a small object in orbit. The signal contains no message. Could it be a distress transponder? Let's research that. And with that, everyone, I think I'm going to have to wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, please, of course, like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.